Atlanta. Night. Rain pounds the hood of an old Chevrolet parked on the roadside in a desolate district. Inside, 4 men. The leader, Mike Raven. A former Special Forces operative. Now, a police captain. Next to him, Alex the Caucasian. A mercenary with experience from the Chechen War. In the back seat, 2 brothers. Twins, Cruz and Derek. Former Marines. All armed. Cold-blooded. Used to the dirt. Do you confirm? Asks Mike. Yes. The target will be en route at 8:15. Replies Alex, scrolling through his phone. Good. Mike nods briefly. Code 999. Are you serious? Cruz cuts in. He's a rookie. He hasn't even used his weapon yet. Mike turns. His eyes empty. Like a predator's. We need time. And we need every cop's attention, far from here. But killing one of our own. Derek whispers. He's not one of us. He's not a cop yet. He's just a resource. Silence. Only the sound of rain. 8:10. The target, rookie Lewis Gray, drives out of the precinct. He's smiling. It's his first day on duty. At 8:14, a car blocks his path. Explosion. Gunfire. Screams. Code 999 activated. Police radios erupt with sirens. All forces are pulled to the crime scene. The city descends into chaos. But something went wrong. Lewis survived. The bullet only grazed his shoulder. And now, he saw one of the attacker's faces. He saw Mike. The game with no rules begins. Now, it's every man for himself. An ambulance races through the night. Inside, Lewis Gray. Young, scared. Blood runs down his shoulder, but he's conscious. He was one of ours. He yells at the paramedic. I saw him. Calm down. You're safe now. He was in uniform. A police uniform. At headquarters, panic. Code 999 isn't just the murder of an officer. It's a shock to the entire system. Cops demand answers. The media demands blood. And inside the police chief's head, silence. He knows something doesn't add up. Meanwhile, across the city, Mike Raven throws a pistol into the fire. What the hell did you do? Cruz shouts. You said he was dead. I shot him in the heart. Alex yells back. He wasn't supposed to survive. But he did. Derek says dryly, reading the news on his phone. And he said your name, Mike. Silence fills the room. Everyone stares at Mike. He's talking nonsense. Mike says. He's injured, in shock. But if he survived, Alex says. He could bring the whole thing down. In the hospital room. Lewis lies hooked up to an 4. Detective Gina Raines walks in. The only one not afraid to ask questions. You said you saw Mike Raven. Yes. He was standing right in front of me. That's a serious accusation. He's a captain. I know what I saw. He wasn't alone. Gina stays silent. She knows Mike isn't a saint. But without proof, nothing sticks. The next day, at the harbor, inside an old warehouse, Mike meets with Ivan. The Russian mobster, calm, but ruthless. You promised it would be clean. Ivan says. Just a slight delay. Mike replies. You know how we feel about failure. Ivan's gaze, ice cold. Mike understands, they could take him out too. Meanwhile, Lewis starts to remember more. Not just Mike. He saw someone else. And soon, he'll remember exactly who. Detective Gina Rain stands by the board. On it, photos. Names. Dates. In the center, a red inscription, Code 999. She places Mike Raven's dossier in front of her. Service in Afghanistan. Medals. Transfer to the police force. 5 years ago, a scandal, buried without explanation. How much more don't we know about him? She whispers. She visits Lewis in the hospital with new photos. Look closely. Was any of these men with Mike? Lewis stares. Silent. Then, his finger trembles. This one. The Caucasian. Tall. Scar on his forehead. Alex. Gina asks. Yes. I saw him. Standing next to Mike. She writes the name in her notebook. Alex Ivanov. U.S. citizen since 2010. Veteran. Suspected in several crimes, no evidence ever stuck. At that same time, in an abandoned factory, Alex is cleaning a weapon. Nervously. If he gave me up, we're screwed, he says. I'll handle it, Mike replies. Gina won't believe a rookie's word. She'll need more. And if she does? Cruz asks. If they start digging? Then, Mike says, we start digging first. Evening. Gina leaves the precinct. Heads to her car. But something feels off. Someone's watching. From around the corner, a car. Headlights flash on. It speeds straight toward her. At the last second, Gina leaps away. The car vanishes into the dark. They know I'm getting close, she says, gripping her gun. The next morning, she walks into the station and says, Give me everything on Mike, Alex, and the Cruz brothers. Their unit is undercover. Access is restricted, the captain replies. Then I'll do it myself. Final scene. Mike is on the phone. His voice, calm. If she gets close to the truth, do it quietly. Make it look like an accident. And in the shadows, the list of the next victims is already being written. Near dawn, Gina Rain sits in her car. Her eyes red. Sleepless night. In front of her, a flash drive. A stolen copy from the police database. She plugs it into her laptop. The system opens a file. Tactical Unit, Red Sector. Commander, Captain Mike Raven. Team members, Alex Ivanov, Cruz and Derek Blake. Mission, Combat Organized Crime. But something's off. The files from the last 3 years, almost completely encrypted. Someone doesn't want me to see this, Gina whispers. Meanwhile, across the city, Louis Gray, still in his hospital gown, walks out of his room. No guard. The doors open. Someone disabled the cameras. He hears footsteps. Looks around. The hallway, empty. But as he turns the corner, he sees a shadow. A man in a mask. A gun. Bang! But it's not Louis who falls. It's the guard, who reacted just in time. Louis grabs his radio. They're trying to kill me. I know who's behind this. In the police chief's office, silence. Mike walks in, calm as ever. Did we lose the rookie? The chief asks. No, Mike replies. But he's scared. He won't prove anything. Still. Too much noise, Mike. The chiefs look uneasy. I don't want another scandal. Not after that incident 3 years ago. Mike smiles. We'll handle it. Like we always do. Elsewhere in the city. Gina arrives to see Lewis. He's now under FBI protection. I want you to say everything officially. On the record, she says. I will. But you have to believe me, it's not just Mike. It's the whole system. Final scene. Ivan, the Russian crime boss, speaks on the phone. Gloved hands. Calm voice. You've lost control. Not yet, Mike replies. If even one of you falls, you all fall. On the table, a photo. It's Gina Rains. Fix this. Before it's too late. I'm working on it. But in Mike's eyes, for the first time, doubt. In a nightclub on the outskirts of Atlanta, loud music. Beneath the floor, a bunker. Inside, a meeting. Mike, Alex, the Blake brothers. And a few others, armed to the teeth. This is spiraling out of control, Alex says. Gina's right behind us. Lewis is under protection. And Ivan's getting nervous, adds Derek. If he turns to someone else, we're dead, Cruz finishes. Mike lays a blueprint on the table. We finish what we started. In 48 hours, the main strike. Target. Alex asks. Bank on Decatur Street. 20 million. And Gina? Someone from the shadows says. I'll handle her. Silence. The decision is made. Next morning. Gina is driving. Suddenly, a call. It's Lewis. I remembered something else. What is it? Mike has a stash. Downtown. Beneath the abandoned theater. He keeps everything there. Gina slams the brakes. You sure? Absolutely. Hours later, night. Gina, dressed in black, sneaks into the theater. Inside, dust, creaking floorboards. And a safe. She barely starts opening it when she hears a sound. Someone's behind her. I told you to stay away, a voice says. Mike. Gun in hand. You don't get it, Gina. This isn't a game. And you forgot who you used to be, Mike. The system made me this. She raises her hands. You won't shoot me. You didn't kill Lewis. Not because I didn't want to. But because he survived. The tension builds. A shot? No, a flash from the side. Sniper. Mike hits the ground, shoulder wounded. From the shadows, the FBI emerges. Right on time, Gina exhales. Final scene. Ivan watches the news. Renowned police officer Mike Raven under investigation. Suspected of Mafia ties? Ivan switches off the TV. A new phase begins, he says. If you want to do it right, eliminate them all. To the last one. On the table, a new list. On it, Lewis, Gina, and Alex. A guarded hospital room. Mike lies on the bed, shoulder bandaged. His hands, cuffed. 2 FBI agents nearby. Gina walks in. You're going to talk. Me? Talk. Mike smirks. You have no idea who you're playing with. And you, Mike, you're no longer a player. You're a bargaining chip. He goes silent. His eyes, no longer angry, just empty. At an abandoned farm outside Atlanta, a meeting. Alex, Cruz, Derek. The tension, thick. Mike's in custody, Alex says. And he won't handle the pressure. He'll either give us up, or they'll give him up, Cruz whispers. We move. Right now, Derek decides. Alex pulls out a tablet. On the screen, a bank layout. Tomorrow. Exactly at 1 p.m. We hit it. Take everything. And disappear. And Gina? Cruz asks. She won't stop. I'll handle her. Personally. That same evening. Gina's apartment, dark. She enters and hears a click. Someone chambered around. Don't move. A voice from the shadows. Alex. She's not surprised. You were supposed to stop. And you were supposed to choose. He steps closer. His eyes, cold. But something shifts. Mike broke, he says. And I'm tired. You can still help. It's not too late. It is, Gina. They're coming for me too. He slips out through the window. Disappears into the night. But he doesn't pull the trigger. Next morning. Mike is being moved from the hospital. Transferred to federal holding. 3 vehicles in the convoy. But at the interchange, an explosion. The center van is blown into the air. Ambush. Gunfire. Chaos. Screams. FBI agents return fire, trying to hold the line. Meanwhile, in one of the cars, Ivan sits calmly. Looking at his watch. This is only the beginning, he says. Let the city burn. Final scene. Alex returns to his apartment. Turns on the light, and sees. Derek. Why didn't you tell us about meeting Gina? Alex says nothing. You gave up Mike. Now you're next. Click. A gun is cocked. The time of betrayal and choice has come. Night. Alex's apartment. The tension at its peak. Derek stands with a gun in his hands. Talk, he says. Did you sell out Mike? I sold no one, Alex replies coldly. He sold himself. Lies. You're stalling. You think you'll walk away clean. Alex takes a step forward. If you kill me now or I'll be free, Derek interrupts. Suddenly, a sound from the hallway. The door bursts open. FBI SWAT. Freeze. Drop your weapon. It's a trap. Derek yells. Alex raises his hands. Don't shoot. He's armed. Derek is taken down. Handcuffed. Alex, escorted separately. At FBI headquarters. Gina stares at the board. Mike's photo, crossed out. Derek's, marked captured. One left, she says. Cruz. Ivan, outside the country. But the operation isn't over. The final strike, scheduled for today. 1 p.m. Bank on Decatur Street. Inside, minimal security. Alarms, disabled. Cruz enters with his crew, fast, focused, no chatter. But this time, they're expected. Gunfire. Screams. Chaos. FBI surrounds the building from all sides. Cruz realizes Alex gave up the op. He grabs a hostage. Back off, or I shoot. Gina steps forward, no vest. Let him go, Cruz. It's over. It's not over. They made us this. We were heroes. And became killers, Gina replies. But you still have a choice: live or rot underground. Cruz lowers the gun. Slowly. But behind him, a nervous FBI agent. Gunshot. Cruz falls. It's over. Evening. Alex sits on a bench by the lake. Gina approaches. What now? He asks. You're a witness. Protection. New name. New life. There's no life left. Mike gave up Ivan. All we need now is to reach him. Alex smiles. You really want to take down the Russian Mafia? I want to take down everyone who sells honor for money. Final shot. A plane takes off from a private airfield. On board, Ivan. In his pocket, a fake passport and a new list. On that list, Gina. Alex. Lewis. He smiles. No one runs forever. A week passes. Atlanta begins to recover. Mike in prison under maximum security. Derek in federal custody. Cruz dead. Alex officially declared deceased. According to documents, killed during the operation. In truth, alive, under a new name, in witness protection. Gina sits in her office. On her desk, a new report. Operation Red Sector, completed. Most involved either dead or behind bars. But she knows this is just the tip of the iceberg. Lewis walks in. No bandages now. In full uniform. Are you sure it's over? No. But now, we know where to look. She slides him a photo. On it, Ivan. Labeled, Target Number 1. Somewhere in Europe. A private estate. In an underground hall, a new council. Ivan, at the head. Beside him, foreign generals, criminal bosses, corrupt politicians. America has lost control. But we're gaining strength. And those who stood in the way. Someone asks. In progress. Ivan raises his glass. To a new order. Applause fills the room. But on the estate's rooftop, a shadow. A sniper. No insignia. Gunshot. Glass shatters. Ivan drops. Panic. Sirens. Screams. In the crowd, a hooded woman. She walks away, quietly. In her pocket, a police badge, engraved with the initials, JR. Final scene. Alex stands at the edge of the ocean. Alone. His phone rings. Congratulations, a voice says. The job is done. Is that it? Alex asks. No. This is just the beginning. Who's next? Next, the ones who created monsters like you. Alex hangs up. In his eyes, emptiness. And freedom. The camera pulls back. On the screen. Sometimes, to destroy the system, you must become its product.